A Woodbridge Windows company was ordered to pay more than $100,000 to a negative reviewer because the judge said the company was trying to, quote, bully them. Here with a closer look at this case is Tanya Walker from Walker Law. Good morning. Nice to talk to you again. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It's great to see you.
This is such an interesting case, right? Ultimately, this company lost due to what they called an anti-SLAPP motion. So what is that? Walk us through that.
Okay, well, anti-SLAPP legislation was actually introduced in 2015, and it stands for Strategic Lawsuits Against Public Participation. And what this means is that someone cannot essentially slap you with a defamation lawsuit in a situation where you post an online review about your experience with a business. The judicial system wants to protect your right to freedom of expression without being afraid of being sued. So if someone sues you for a review that you posted online, the legislation allows you to make a request to a judge in a motion, that's what it's called, to have that lawsuit essentially dismissed. And when you make this request, the other side must show evidence such as you will not win the lawsuit in order to actually win that motion. So if this lawsuit is dismissed, the legislation provides that the judge may order that 100% of your legal fees be repaid to you, where normally in civil litigation, a judge is open to order that between 60 to 80% of your legal fees be paid back to you.
Now, I don't know if you know like the absolute specifics of this case, but it got me thinking. I was like, what did they say in the review that had this company so like angry and annoyed and going after them? Do you know that?
Yes, I read the case. I'll summarize it because it's 30 pages.
Right.
So what happened here is that they posted 3 online reviews, and they essentially explained their experience, that they thought there was bad customer service, that they were told that the source of the leaks was problems with their home, but then a year later, a contractor came over and fixed the leak, and the leak was caused to them by one of the window products.
Okay.
So that's what got the Windows company very, very upset, because the Windows company said, listen, you had pre-existing issues. It wasn't through us. The problem is that the Windows company did not provide any expert evidence to demonstrate that the problems, the leaks in the home, were actually caused by pre-existing issues. The outcome might have been different if that evidence had been produced.
And the outcome was in this?
The outcome was that the Honorable Justice Myers said, you cannot silence people, you cannot bully people, and as a result, I'm going to order that this lawsuit be thrown out of court and that you pay full legal costs in the amount of $164,000.
To that reviewer. And the judge also said this review was a matter of public interest. Can you explain that decision?
Yes, the judge said that this is a matter of public interest because people want to read reviews. People want to learn about experiences with companies before they make buying decisions. So this is a matter of interest to the public, and somebody's freedom of expression should not be silenced due to a defamation lawsuit.
So, Tanya, if someone's writing a negative review, what do they need to keep in mind to make sure they're not legally vulnerable?
Well, a couple of tips I would say, give your opinion only. State facts that you can back up. Don't only discuss your individual experience with the company. Don't leave comments based on rumors. Be truthful, not malicious or vindictive. Sometimes I suggest waiting 24 hours before you actually post your review, because keep in mind, your review may end up before court and before a judge. So there's no harm in waiting a day or so to post it.
Yeah.
And don't assume because you use an alias, you're anonymous. I dealt with a situation where my client was being harassed online, and I made a request to a judge for that online review company to produce their records of that person who made those comments. Those online review companies don't usually oppose these requests. They don't usually consent. And so we were able to get an order for those records to be produced. Consequently, we found out who the person was, and we were able to sue that person for defamation.
Wow, it's absolutely fascinating. Tanya Walker, always great to have you on. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back.